we do is we try to compare what we're doing to a technique called SCROG. S-C-R-O-G. SCROG stands for screen of green. So basically what you're doing is you're growing your cannabis plant horizontally along a screen, similar to this. But when you're doing SCROG, you're doing it by hand, you're trimming and you're pruning. So we like to compare our process to that, because SCROG, when you're trimming and you're pruning, is considered a high-stress technique. If you're topping your plant, you're cutting your plant, it's a high-stress technique. And whenever you cut, trim, or prune your plant, you actually slow down the growth. You freak it out a little bit. You've changed its anatomy, and now it's going to take a couple of weeks, not a couple of weeks, but 2 to 3 days for the plant to actually figure out what it wants to do and to continue its growth again. So over a period of time, when you're doing SCROG, it's going to take you longer. And to give you an example of that, I know a medical grower in Maine, they use the SCROG process. In Maine, if you're a medical grower in Maine, you have plant count limitations. You can only grow but so many plants in order to provide medical cannabis to your customers. So it's really important that they make the most out of each plant. So they use a SCROG technique. And this individual told me that it takes 4 months for them to create a 4-foot by 4-foot canopy. So we're looking at individuals that are using a SCROG technique because it's a really great technique to use. It really helps to increase your yield, but the trimming, the pruning, and the constant topping takes a lot longer. So it takes people, a while to get one plant to really spread out that way. But what we're doing, we talk about this plant. If you go back to episode 1, this green ring right here, which is the top of the plant, and this, what happens is it starts at that end, and then it slowly over time grows this way. This is just one plant. This one plant, about 4 weeks ago, this was way back here. 2 weeks ago, it was right about here, and now we're here. So we're almost at about 60% complete on this 2-foot by 6-foot canopy.